Welcome to the H series of webinars. This series is aimed at new and aspiring sheep producers to give them a step up into the Queensland sheep industry. This harvesting webinar is part 7 of the series and explores the basics of wool handling and clip preparation. This webinar was delivered by AWEX Wool Classer Registrar Fiona Raleigh on the 26th of August 2020. This is clip 2 of 10 and covers quality.
The other thing we need to think about in terms of the code of practice is the word quality. So the code of practice and what AWEX does is a quality system. And when we talk about quality wool, we're not just thinking about a white, bright, bold, crimping, soft handling wool, from a certain bloodline or from good seasons. But we're talking about quality as being something that meets the needs of our customer. And one of those most important requirements of our customer is risk management. We want low risk wool that has no surprises. The other important thing to make note of around the code of practice is that when a wool classer is trained and registered, they're actually being trained and registered to meet the code of practice preparation. That's what the stencil means, that the wool meets the code of practice preparation. So they need to be supported in that by all those parties that they work around and with, which are the selling agents, the contractors, the grower. They all must play a part in fulfilling this obligation that the classer has to meet the code of practice. So the code of practice is for wool that is sold at auction. That's where the sale lots are audited, and that's where they're assessed to meeting that standard of the code. The code of practice is an industry document, and in such there is actually sections in all of it for all the key stakeholders. So the wool grower has a section in the code of practice, even though as registered wool classes receive a copy of the code of practice every 3 years on registration, they are available for growers to purchase from us. So if anyone's interested in receiving a copy that isn't a registered wool grower, please contact me and I'm happy to arrange for that to be sent out. So in the code of practice in the grower section, there's 7 responsibilities. The 7 responsibilities of the wool grower is to eliminate contamination risk, present sheep in an order that facilitates best practice, prepare facilities, arrange staff, liaise with the wool classer and have an understanding of the wool classer's obligations to the code of practice, communicate all that information to the wool classer, and also have those documentations of the National Wool Declaration. But I'll go through each one of these in order, so we'll have a chance to explore each one of those around the grower's obligations. So I've already started to touch on the idea of quality. The code of practice is a quality assurance system, and the grower has 100% influence on this quality assurance. So I'm not sure if I'll just recap what quality assurance means versus quality control. So quality assurance is when we present our product with low risk in a check and make sure it's okay situation. Whereas quality control is where we present the product, the wool, and we rely on the team to remove faults. So one is presenting a product that is free of fault, and the other one is requiring the staff to remove faults. So you can see now how those 7 responsibilities of the grower and the presentation of the sheep and facilities up until shearing is a quality assurance system. So I think that's really important to make note of. Sometimes, as a classer myself, I may go to a shed and it's the expectation that stain will be removed by the staff. You have to remember what's possible. So as a grower, you'd be thinking, is it possible? Is my expectation that they will do quality control on my wool by removing brands, removing stain, taking out tags? Is that possible in my layout with my shed staff and skill level and with the output of the shearers? So I think it's really important to remember that the grower has such a key role in preparing their sheep for the 12 months prior to shearing to get us in that quality assurance mindset.
Thank you for watching this short clip. For more information, please visit www.leadingsheep.com.au.